just move this. Hello everyone, it's Monday again, so I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. We're going to be hanging out for what, 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours, and we are going over to Facebook to see what have you been posting in Facebook, what beautiful creations have you been creating, and then we're going to hang out. It's very hot here today. Very hot. So I am not touching acrylic today. Maybe this evening. But anyway, let's give a shout out to the Square Squad, who is the members of this channel. If you're not connected to them yet, check out their links in the description box and get connected.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. If all the things you never show, there are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart to slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on.
Okay, let's see. Who's in the house? Maribel, hello. How are you doing, my sweetheart? And oh, Michelle. And Michelle is celebrating 22 months being a Square Squad member. Check her out. She's got beautiful mosaic blankets that she's making. Hey, you can get inspired. Catherine, hello. Ursula, Maribel, and Michelle. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you too, my sweetheart. Hello, Daphne's Creative Touch. How are you doing? Let's see. Susanna from Down Under. Hello, dear Ursula, and everyone in the chat. It's 7 p.m. here. Still 31 Celsius. It's been a warm one. Oh, today is hot. I wonder what today's weather is, but it is hot. Jessica came in the house. Let's get there. Hello, Kelly. How are you doing? Good to see you. Frenchie, good morning. She's saying, hope I did that right. Kaylin says, good morning, afternoon, evening, Ursula, and everyone in the chat. How are you doing? Good to see you. Michelle Crochets in Kansas. Hello, hello. Oh, now my nose is itchy. Hope you're doing well, Michelle. There she shared herself out Check it out. Jackie, good morning, Ocean. Everyone in the chat. How are you doing, Jackie? Let us know. And Bonnie, good morning, everyone. Hey, today it was so hot. This top was just the top for the day. Because, you know, you only need a spaghetti top underneath and then it's this. It feels open. Michelle Jenkins, good morning. Finally full days here in St. Louis, Missouri. Cool in 40s. Oh, that is cold. In the 40s it's cold. Ooh. Hello, Jessie babes. Hello, Mama. Hello, everyone in the chat, she says. Crazy Poppy lady, how are you doing? A little bit of tea. Which is cool down by now, which is how I want it. Because it is very hot. Oh, let me pin that. I'm pinning the link if you want to join me. Anybody wants to join me, show their yarn and crochet, you're welcome. Is it pinned? Yes, it's pinned. It's not magic, Roberta. How are you doing? What is that avatar? What is that? What is that avatar? What in the world is that? I can't get it bigger. What is on that avatar? That intrigues me. Hey, what is that? Michelle Jenkins says good morning to Poppy. I thought I cannot sit here and do what I normally do, what I did last night. I made big progress on my interlac blanket. Ooh, one of these days it'll be done. It's a potion bottle. I'm like, what is that? Then now I can see it's a potion bottle. Man, oh man, a potion bottle. Now we know what it is. It's beautiful. Looks like blue gloss. I decided when I'm going to sit here today, I will be just, remember this thing that I made in Entrelac? My first ever attempt at Entrelac, which failed because I didn't have all the information, which I now do have. So now I can actually sit and do this thing right. Do it right. Pillowcase cover. So I am going to do this. Hopefully I get a chance to do it. Poppy, hello, my sweetheart.
Hello, darling. I'm doing all right. How are you? What's going on with my camera?
I'm very well. Let me get, there we go. Block so we can see you.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Let me see. Judy, how? Hello, my sweetheart. Let me go over to the comments so I can see you. I thought it was a marble. Yes, I thought, what is that? It must be two things. But what has that shape? Judy says, hello. Hello, Judy. Welcome in. What's in your cup? What's on your hook? Those of you who are members, please remember Friday, when the normal live stream would have started. From there on, for 1 hour only, always just 1 hour, we have a members only live stream. And then we will have 2 hours with everybody else. So remember the 5th of November. Okay, so let's see. Michelle, it's actually a vodka bottle. Ooh, la, la.
Nice bottle.
Rumors can fly around about what it really is. Hey? We see this thing is now right.
There is a shop near me that's that makes their own liqueurs. Yes. That make their own liqueurs, and I don't know if it still exists, but you go in, you purchase the bottle, and then you choose the liqueur that you want put in it. And if you take the bottle back, you get a cheaper refill. We've never actually managed to get around to taking the bottle back, but we bought one that was shaped as a love heart that sort of sat on its side slightly. That was mine. My husband bought a skeleton head. It was just like, yeah, it was guaranteed, wasn't it? Yeah, I cut it a little while ago. I got kitchen scissors and just went, I've had enough, and just went like that.
But it's beautiful. Hello, Kelly. How are you doing?
Good evening.
Good morning.
How are you guys? Yes.
Did I say
Good
hello
morning,
to Molly?
everybody. Yes, in the US.
I'd rather say hello twice than miss. Beautiful and bonus, yummy too. It's beautiful and bonus, yummy too. Yes, absolutely. Margaret G, good day. And popping all in the chat. How are you doing? How's it on the farm today? I was thinking of you on Saturday with all the people in the house. Oh, that's interesting. That's very cool. Everybody loves it. Let me share the screen so we can do Facebook, because I don't think there's a lot in Facebook today. I don't think so. Kaden, Sheila, good morning. Michelle, I've got a second device here, so I'll follow you guys. This year's Halloween bottle was a skull. Can't afford it. Darn it, says Roberta. It's not magic. Hi, chat, says Sheila. Hello, my sweetheart. Oh, now, why do I always do this? Go back
I know,
quickly,
it
take
happens.
the comment on. Say
Here,
what?
I'll move over this way. I'll move over this way. That might help.
Also, we're all on the same side.
Okay. This is by, let's see, Janine Kemp, which is from, she is from Down Under Crochet, C2C Baby Blanket for donation.
Oh,
I
lovely.
love C2C, so I loved what she did there.
Yeah.
Man, oh
When you-
man.
When you work in solid colours like that, it does work up so much quicker.
And this
pretty.
is Spring, sharing her September.
Bless you.
I want to sneeze.
Let's see how long it takes. She's going to do it. She's going to get it. Go on, go on, go on. No.
No.
You know when you want to, then it doesn't want to. Okay, that's
Right.
beautiful. That is beautiful,
That
Spring.
is
Oh, that's
stunning.
beautiful.
Ooh.
I'd love to know what the
Absolutely.
stitch is called for that. I have
That's
seen
what-
that floating around YouTube, Facebook and
Tell
things
you.
lately.
Mhm.
And what is this? Beautiful
Ooh.
cow. I love that stitch. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
Fancy.
I've got tulip in my head. But can't go.
And another one. Another one. Ooh.
Wow.
I love the way it comes out, hey?
They look like
Gorgeous.
leaves in the green.
Yes. Oh, look, and look at that. Let me see.
Ooh.
A little bit further away so I can see.
Fancy.
Oh, lovely.
Is it pineapple?
They
looks
they
like-
look like
Or is that something else?
they look like the coasters. Some of the coaster patterns that
Yes.
are out there.
That's what it
Mhm.
looks
I
like.
would
It
say
looks like
that's
those
probably-
coasters
I
that
would
Poppy
probably-
made.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're mine.
No, but
If
they're
they are,
similar
arranged
probably.
differently. Yeah, similar. I
Mhm.
would say, if anything, that might be the pumpkin stitch ones that are going round because of the colours in it. I didn't get round to doing pumpkin ones.
Right. No, I mean on the bottom. I'm looking at the
Margaret
doily.
G,
I thought you might
Margaret
be
G
listening.
says,
Yeah.
we're getting very close to harvest done. Finally was able to get a picture of all the grandsons together and one with all of them and my husband and myself. It was a good weekend.
That
Oh,
is
that's
good.
fantastic.
Wow, that's
That's
brilliant.
great. You can all rest a bit now, Margaret, says Sheila. Love those
Mhm.
pumpkin coasters, says Margaret G. Catherine says, I sit here with my fingers just itching to craft, but I must wait until the fingers finish healing from the slam door. Oh, my
Oh, that's
stomach
terrible.
just makes a turn.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Oh, my goodness. Those flower baskets are neat too. I'm guessing it's those flower baskets because this big fat heart is in the way. The big fat heart I always complain about.
Yep.
I think Bruneticality as a pumpkin coaster tutorial. Oh, great stuff.
Okay.
I could be pumpkin. It could be pumpkins or strawberry.
Yes, it could be.
Alrighty-o.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, and I'm looking at the doily, which is funny. Like I'm looking at the completely
I look
opposite
at the
thing.
doily.
I was like, oh, look at
I'm
that
like, what is
basket.
that doily?
We're all
But
taking
see,
stages of the
let me
photo, aren't we?
Oh, yes, there's more. Look, I nearly missed it. 2 spider
Spider
earrings. Thank you, not for me. I love those socks. I love the colors.
They're
Absolutely
beautiful
adore
sister
it.
pair there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty and vintage looking. Bruneticality on YouTube as a tutorial of pumpkin coaster, says Margaret G. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Ah.
There we go. We're back to number 1. This one and the green. The green one's actually my favorite because that looks like an like an ombre. It's got a little bit of a cooler, a darker green, lighter green, darker green. Cool socks, says Sheila. Oh, yes. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong direction. One direction. Nisi, breast cancer awareness beanie. I finished this beanie tonight. Made it longer so I could fold it up and added a pink ribbon and embellishment. Pattern is the Connie's Comfort Beanie by Christine Nogel from Sweet Potato 3. Goodness, what a name.
That's come out beautiful.
That's a whole name for Vera. Hello. It's hot here, Vera. Hope it's at that hot by you or not. Maybe not.
Yes.
She was wearing this on Saturday, I think, because I was in her live stream. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Nisi.
Very nice.
And those who shared, Janine. Oh, that was I made a lot of progress on that blanket.
I saw.
But yes.
Spying on you.
This is D Low. Finally finished last Christmas gift. I love the sparkle black yarn. Ooh.
Wow.
And I love it too.
Sparkle on the bottom there.
Oh, sparkle.
Oh yes, sparkle black.
You don't normally get to make out sparkle, do you, that often?
Oh no.
Different.
Katrina, I was just thinking about it. And she doesn't even know the story. I don't know the story either. Kaylin, striped granny squares, granny sweater that I made for my daughter based on a sweater made by Stevie Mamma Mia. Oh, Janby. Soft and sleek, double knit in pumpkin paradise, white and black. 4mm clover hook. Oh la la, let's check it out.
That's nice.
Come, I clicked on you. Did I click? I clicked on you twice, man. There we go. Beautiful. Always looks beautiful. More beautiful on a body, hey?
It does.
Absolutely. Look at that. That's Teddy. Wait. There we go. They're beautiful. I love it. Did you ask her to do a mama twirl?
Yes, that's good.
Kaylin. I love it. And I love that. Look at that skeleton. And that's a skeleton of a little bear with it.
That is hilarious.
Oh Poppy, you and I might not be friends anymore. The requested elf hats are up to 6 and no end in sight.
I just saw that. I'm sorry, Bonnie.
Yes.
And that is our beautiful Reggie J. Hook crochets pattern that I showed the other week over on my channel. And I think I showed it here last week as well. She started off, I'm going to make one, maybe 2. Each week it's creeping up. You're going to have to put a stop on it, Gil. Just make them for your favourites.
Yes. Hopefully me.
That's beautiful.
No. The pattern's available on Ravelry. I think it's Ravelry on Ravelry.
Yeah. See, I just want people to make it for me.
Crochet cowl with yarn art. Alpine Angora Melange. Rappy season. Oh, yes. It's crochet season, man. Rappy season is crochet season. And football season is, yes. Yeah, I love what it looks like.
I saw it earlier on in the week on the dog, and I'm like, oh, come on. Is that their version of one of those, was it storm vests that you can get for your dogs that are pretty tight but keep them feeling snug during thunderstorms and everything like that? And then I realised, no, the dog had just jumped into a crochet like my one does.
Oh, wow. This is wet felted baskets and bags. And how they do it, it is amazing. And I mean, it's like a balloon that you put inside and you use a certain glue, and then eventually it just, I honestly don't know.
There was
I can see what they're doing, but it looks complicated.
There was a lady close to me that did it, that did a whole how to do it. I didn't manage to get there though, but basically they use a tiny amount of glue, I think, just to get it to the pattern sit as they want on the balloon, and then they put a second layer over, then some tights, and you have to sit there and use friction and basically to get everything to blend together before taking it out of the tights and deflating the balloon.
Right.
It's very pretty, but it
is.
does take a lot of it's like an
I would think so.
exercise routine or something for a couple of hours once you're
Yeah.
done. I looked at it and I thought, I haven't got the energy for that.
That reminds me of paper mache. Yep.
Yeah, but it's done, as I said, it's done with a yarn.
Yes.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's the idea.
Yes.
You dip it in the glue, you stick it
Sheila
on there,
says as well.
you let it dry,
technique,
blah, blah, blah.
Bit of paper mache mask making, something like that. I'm reading right through this big fat heart here. Is it the daddy or the daddy bear is adorable, says Catherine. Thank you, Bonnie. The model is my daughter, Genevieve, says Kaylin. Beautiful cow, Sheila, says Kaylin. Roberta was laughing at that dead bear. Hey, my sister gave me the daddy bear. Is it daddy bear?
I think she means deadly.
Hello,
is it deadly?
Belle.
Deadly bear?
D-E? Like dead with a Y at the end? What is that?
Maybe.
Deadly bear.
Because he's a skeleton, yeah.
Yes. This is by Eileen Corin. Hexagons. There you go. Baby blanket. Loving it. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Lebel. Welcome in. That looks really cool, but I wonder, wouldn't fancy the mess afterwards. Better to try that in a course. I think those ladies looked like they were doing a workshop. Good morning,
think so.
Zach.
Yep.
What are you doing? Look at this. I love this. What do you mean you don't knit or crochet? So what do you even do?
That's good. Like it.
That photograph, if I'm right, comes out of the movie Two Guns, where he's talking to Denzel Washington. Because his face looked like that constantly when he was talking to Denzel Washington. Because it's like, what do you mean this? My Mexican cardigan, says Ferosa. I'm super proud of myself. You can be. Look what different, how she made it different from the others. If she's got that bit in the back, hey. Hey, Ferosa, you're very creative. Thank you for sharing, my sweetheart. I love it. I love it. Look at you go. She crochets a lot on orders as well. Oh my goodness. She's very good. Felting always takes time, says Catherine. Kaylin, she does great as a model, says Bonnie.
Yep, supermodel.
She does. Margaret G, let's see. Finally sharing some of my September and October makes. Yes. I love that bag. Did you know that on the man-made islands of Lake Titicaca on the map? Man, the big fat heart is in the way. Can someone not type a comment?
Oh, I'll read it for you. Yeah. It says, did you know that on the man-made islands of Lake Titicaca, only the men knit. The women spin the yarn, and the men knit the lovely hats with the ear flaps.
What?
So the women spin, the men knit. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know. Look at this. Margaret, a pink spider.
Oh, that's cute.
That's beautiful. Oh, look at you. Spiders everywhere, sister. You give me the creeps.
Yes.
Woo!
Getting our Halloween decorations done.
Oh, this looks like a little ghost. Does it look like a little ghost?
Looks very happy. I like this ghost.
That looks like Casper, just a different color. Hey, this is definitely Halloween. Look at you. Margaret, you've been busy.
With the vampire, the devil, mummy, the bat.
Very interesting fact about, says Roberta.
Yeah, cat, pumpkin head cat.
Well, amazing.
These are cute.
Yeah, beautiful idea.
I learned that in the documentary about naughty children being sent to live with families who are much worse off. Was very interesting to see that, says LaBelle. What? Oh, look at this little mouse.
There was one a few years ago where they were right spoiled little brats. You just wanted to buff them around the noggin.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I love this one. This one's my favorite one. Very charming plushies, Margaret. Life Talk with Liz. Oh, my goodness, girl. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, look at this guy. These are the stinkers, isn't it?
They are. We have those in the yard from time to time.
She did that right. That's beautiful. How are you doing, Liz? Anything that you're crocheting on? I think that is it for today. That was it.
Yeah.
Today wasn't much. Next time we might have more.
I was a bad poppy. I didn't put any photos.
I did not either.
No.
Hello, Frenchie. Sorry, I was out of StreamYard, so I didn't see you there. So sorry, my sweetie.
I knew that. No worries.
There you go. So there you go. I can't stay, but lift my DNA. Thank you. I so appreciate it. LaBelle, it would definitely be a reality check for those entitled kids. Oh, for sure. For sure. Good, my love. It's so good to see you. It's good to see you. Wow. Halloween decorations are so cute. Yes, the point is, oh my goodness, those spiders. Keep forgetting to post on the Facebook. No worries, Roberta. The thing is just, no, if you have a channel, it's not a problem. But if you don't have a channel and you want to show everybody your stuff, then this is how you do it. How are you doing, Frenchie?
I'm good. I'm good. I said on Friday that I'd show you the progress on my sweater.
Oh, that's looking lovely and thick.
It is. Nice and warm.
It's literally double layered.
Are you sure it's going to be a cardigan and not a jacket?
Yeah, it's almost
because you could get away with that as a jacket once finished.
I bet you could, yeah.
Oh, but if you see, I mean, she showed us the pattern. That looks beautiful. That looks like a landscape. I mean,
yes.
We saw that. Was it Friday we saw that? Good morning, Zach. Did I say hello?
Yeah, I was making the back panel on Friday, and now I have like the front panels attached and the holes for the sleeves. And I got one sleeve done. The pattern calls for working the sleeve directly from the jacket, but it was just too finicky and heavy, and my stitches were ending up too loose, so I just made them separately, and I'm gonna
love how
attach
that yarn is working up in that stitch. It really looks like a landscape. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of switching colors randomly because in the pattern she's using a striped yarn, but I'm just using different colors and switching them randomly and trying to make them look like diagonal.
Roberta says, I love the stitch on the jacket. Roberta, are you on a diagonal media diet? She's on
diagonal
a
basket
diet.
weave.
Diagonal basket weave. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I've not played with that one yet.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Most stitches you can turn in the diagonal.
No, I didn't know.
For
I was
it.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It works kind of like crochet cables.
Okay.
Yes. You skip 3, you do 3, then you go back around the front. On one row, you go back around the front to do the first 3. And then on the next row, you go back around the back to do the first 3. Okay. And so they they overlay, they crisscross over like this.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So it's literally 2 layers of yarn, 2 layers.
Yeah, it's when it's done, it's really thick. You know, when I was doing my blanket, I did the blanket halfway. I don't know if I told you guys. I did the blanket just over halfway, 3/4. She says, Kelly, it's a must these days.
Okay.
How would you know that? You're on a social media diet.
The social media diet. I understand that. Yes.
Yeah.
You're on a social media diet. Listen,
at least one day off of it.
I went and
the pattern doesn't call.
Say again.
The pattern doesn't call for buttons, but I might put toggle buttons on them, like wooden toggle buttons.
I love those.
Oh, lovely.
The trim doesn't really lend itself to buttonholes. It would be hard to make buttonholes for it, so just make yarn loops and toggle buttons.
Cool.
Listen, I was halfway through that. You know, Bonnie Bay Crochet. Is it Bonnie Bay Crochet? But you know what I'm talking about. She did that Celtic throw, and I did it. I followed the tutorial, so I did it past half. And past half, all you do is you repeat the steps before the center panel to get sort of out again, But I waited too long. So, which means if you're learning something new, you mustn't give too long breaks. Otherwise, you forget what you were doing. Yep. So, I had to pull out that entire centerpiece, follow the tutorial, and even go to the link to the tutorial just for the centerpiece to just get back on track. And I decided I'm not letting go of you until you're done, because I don't want to go through this again.
Yes.
She says, when I was a child, I asked Mom what, apart from what tools are used, the difference between crochet and knitting is. And she said, you can knit a lot of things, but you can crochet everything. That is funny.
Interesting.
That is so funny. That is it. I have not heard that viewpoint.
I have not.
That is fantastic. Yes, Roberta, that's a good idea. Frenchie, she says, you could use clasps on that jacket. Yes, absolutely. So I'll be sitting frogging here with you guys.
What do you mean by clasps?
Today is too hot. I've not even opened the window because it's cooler in the house than outside. The fans are on inside the house.
Oh, so Frenchie, she means clasp, like a clasp, where you put,
like a shawl clip.
Yeah.
Yes, you get beautiful clasps. Oh, I tell you. You even get the kind that you stitch on, and then it's got it looks metal, but it's not.
Oh, there you go.
Let me see. Wait a minute.
These are far too small, and I'm trying to get them in focus.
Yep.
Yeah, those are like bra clips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty similar, but prettier. A little with the little loops.
Yeah, but you can get larger ones that are a lot larger than this if you look around.
Yeah.
They could work. You could also do the loop and pop the button on the inside of one of the sides. So then, as you put it over, you can hook the button through the loop, and it's invisible.
Right.
And you won't be able to see it. That's another way you could do it. But it depends on the style, doesn't it, of the overall jacket.
I've got a huge cotton shawl that I made from what is that company that has these beautiful patterns, and many of it is free. Now I can't remember, but
is it Hobie?
You guys all know this company. They have a lot of patterns. They have their own yarn as well, but I wouldn't buy their yarn. But anyway, the point is, I used this pattern and I made a big shawl, but the thing kept, then it's this side. So what I did was I went to buy a maroon color, because it was a maroon, different colors of maroon, variegated. So I went and bought maroon. It's you sew it on, one on this side and one on this side. And then the one has a little knot and the one has a loop, and you just push the knot through the loop. And it's tied, but it's nothing in it is metal. It's literally all the way it's formed, and you stitch it on. And it's beautiful. I just loved it. Hello, China. How are you doing, my sweetheart? Good morning. I was in the chat. It's good. Good morning, China, says Roberta. How are you doing?
Okay. Very nice.
How was the weekend? Poppy, tell us about your weekend, and then
weekend was pretty good. Once Friday was over and done with, I got very confused on my days this week. I thought Saturday was Friday because I've been zoning in on the poppies because I wanted to get as many done as possible. I'm now up to 700 completed for this year, which is 3,300 in total. I'm not making any more because I've had to have the weekend off. Ouch. And once that stopped hurting, my arm started part of my arm started hurting, where I've been leaning on the sofa.
Sorry, you're right back. The cat is destroying a roll of paper towels.
Who is destroying a roll of paper towels? What did you say?
My cat.
The cat. Yeah. I'm going to use this thing to just see if it makes noise. I'm going to mute myself because I'm pulling out, and it's just easier.
Yeah.
Hello, DOY Creations. Hello, Asha, and everyone in the chat.
Right.
Okay, so you've had a peaceful weekend.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yes.
Yes.
So
What
there
are you
you go.
showing us?
That is one box of 60.
Wow.
And how many boxes do you have?
I've handed over 400 and what's it? 440 have already gone over, so I've got 2.5 boxes here.
Where do you put it? Where do you put it if you've got that many? Poppy seal. I love that. Good morning.
I know, that's actually their boxes for this year. They're the new boxes
That's nice.
out. Here you go. I was given some brown boxes, which I haven't got to hand. They're actually, if you can see in that corner there, you can see the top of a poppy box. Down there is some bigger brown boxes, and these brown boxes are a little bit thinner than these, as in for the height.
Okay.
But I can fit 180 in each of these boxes.
Holy smokes.
So they take up next to no room.
That's nice.
Whereas the blue ones, I can only get 2 on this, like 2 on the shelf. So for me, it's not worth putting them on the shelf. Previous years, I've just had them stacked up by the side of Dory. And so over a couple of months, people see this stack getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But now I'm just going to make them, box them in the brown boxes. And then when it's time to hand them over, that's when I get the these blue boxes, and then I will rebox them and send them out of the house. But each 1,000 is, I think it's 18 boxes. So it's 17 and a bit boxes for each 1,000.
That's amazing.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Jeanette says, I had an event to attend yesterday. It was not my event, but I went to support other vendors. It was so much fun. Was that like a crochet fashion, Jeanette? Was that like a crochet fashion? I know she does that, events like that.
Did you come home with anything that you wasn't meant to? That's the real question.
Yes.
That is the real question. Yep.
I went to just support. I come home with 15 bags.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah.
I'm just going to quickly mute myself while I do this thing. It'll take 1 minute.
Oh, sure.
Okay, fine.
Well, I'll tell you. So this weekend I did, it was really weird. I did some admin. You know how you have to do that for your channel. I need the content creators. And I had to say, I joined somebody's sale, Melanie's Crochet. I had a sale, and it was really fun. I got rid of some yarn, which was nice. But I gave up on a couple of projects, and it was very sad, but like, it's kind of good. Just, hopefully the yarn will have a good home. Some yarn.
You gave up on a couple of projects? What does that mean? Yes. You gave up on a couple?
Well,
how do you give up? You give it away.
So what happened was,
frogged it.
No, I didn't even do that. So what happened was I had ordered some yarn from one of the yarn companies, and they had these Team Spirit colors, so for any of your colleges and things like that. And I had started this blanket for a relative, and they were like, I got like partway through it, and they were like, I don't want it. I'm like, okay. So I just stopped. But anyway, that's fine. So I bought it. I bought the yarn in these vendor bags.
Nice.
I know. I bought it, but anyway, I bought this yarn in vendor bags. It was really cool. So people, when they bought this yarn, it was like, basically, if you had a store, you could just take this bag of 6 or 7 skeins and put it, on a shelf and sell it. Like if you had a store or whatever. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, these blankets never happened. So I let it go. I sent it out to the universe to find a new home, and hopefully people will enjoy it and things like that. So that was my first sale. I never
send it out to the universe?
Yes, send it out
to
the
universe. Have an address?
I
Yes.
don't want it. Who does?
But it was beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful stuff. Like it's stuff that I would never see. A lot of people when they have these things that they send you stuff they don't want. This is stuff that I wanted. I actually wanted it, but I said to myself, my speed is very, it was good stuff. And I said, but I'm not getting to it, fast enough. That was kind of the idea. Yeah. So anyway, it was exciting. But I need to but it's funny.
That's what you do. That question. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, cannibalizing. So I haven't. So the funny thing is, I don't really frog things. I think I've only done it maybe once or twice. I really don't do that. But that's a good idea, actually. And I noticed that a lot of people, well, I noticed that, you know, if you go to like a thrift store, they'll have a bag and they'll have half-finished projects. I guess they want you to frog them. You can frog them, you know what I mean? Which is a good idea. Yeah.
Can I quickly jump in and address that last question, please?
Sure.
The question was, yeah, are the poppies copyrighted, and do you ask the Royal British Legion to make them for charity? I belong to my local Royal British Legion. I've got permission from them to make the poppies. I do not ask for monetary donation towards them. They are all of the money, pretty much most of the money now comes from people watching my videos on YouTube. So any money
that's great.
I take from there, and that's what buys the products to make them. There is a written pattern on Ravelry that's in English and UK terms that they are free.
Yep.
Okay, what I do say is if you are going to make them, please donate them. Do not sell them on behalf of. As soon as you do that, the Royal British Legion, if they find out, can come down on you. They will take you to court and get you done for copyright infringement. But if you're making them and you're willing and you're donating, or they're for personal use, then there isn't an issue.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah, that's the answer. I'm bat crazy and I make too many for them. But yeah, because over the years, people have taken the poppy shape that I use, which is the one that's trademarked. So the 2-petal version, let me just bring it out. This 2-petal version, that is the trademark. Whereas the knitted one that has more isn't trademarked to them.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Which is why I think it was last year or the year before, I think it was Hobby. Was it the UK? Oh, are they called? Not Hobbycraft. Yeah, Hobbycraft's mine, isn't it? Yeah, Hobbycraft did a competition a couple of years ago where they asked you to make a square for a blanket, and what they were going to do was to take the winning square designs and incorporate them into a blanket where people could then buy a copy of the pattern and the yarn pack. But that shape poppy was not allowed. Because of what they were doing.
They're strict, eh?
Yeah, that shape was not allowed because they were taking a percentage of the profits and keeping it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
But it still meant that some money was going towards the Royal British Legion for it. Yeah, whereas if you want to get your hands on a crocheted poppy, it's the Royal British Legion do have their own website, and they've now got ones. Somebody somewhere, it's not me, but somebody somewhere is sitting crocheting in cotton, and it's 2 layers.
Oh,
it's really pretty.
2 layers.
A 2-layer in cotton. I'm working in acrylics because at least there's some stretch and it's not hurting my hands as much. Yeah, but they sell those ones on the site.
Stay away. Trying not to know. Trying.
No.
That's good to know. Thank you. My husband was a serving soldier, and I was thinking of making some and donate them to a charity shop for veterans, for them to sell. Ooh.
Yeah. As I said,
I'm hoping to get to the. Listen, Margaret G. You see, it was because this was when I started out on. Before I knew exactly how to do it. So I was following tutorials where they didn't give me all the information I needed. So they didn't, for instance, so now I'm just frogging a bit up to where I can continue if there's anything, because in my tutorial, I say all 4 sides of a diamond must have a slip stitch or something you can work into. Now, when I was busy learning, it didn't tell me that. So some of the sides didn't have something to work into, which means it looks really ugly. So all I have to do is add a few slip stitches, you know. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely say that me and you, Ursula, possibly used the same tutorial for ours. This was one of my very first projects. It's that bad. I actually
Yes,
just folded
because
the triangle
I
over
want to show you.
them.
Yes.
It's going to be
Do you
for my
see how
cat.
ugly that is? You see how ugly
yeah.
that is? It's not that green. That let me see if I can show you. That green where you work into it. It's really not neat. Whereas if you take opposite side,
yeah,
it is perfectly neat because there is a stitch to work in on every side.
Oh, I see.
So that's
interesting.
So
Okay.
I wouldn't want to look at that. I'm like, what is going on here? And then I realized the tutorial didn't say, it just, you know, you get to the end of your diamond and you think, I'm done. No, you're not. Slip stitch back.
Yeah, you're not showing how to finish it to a straight edge. I think we were on the same. We watched the same tutorial, girl.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, for my future endeavors.
Follow her tutorial.
That's essential.
It really
because
is.
That is like, you've done all this work. Now you want to do the edge, and now it looks like crap. So like, really,
I understand.
Not impressed.
I understand.
Let me think.
Frenchie, have you ever made interlac or any Tunisian crochet? Frenchie,
cool.
Is she on mute? Have you ever made any interlac or Tunisian crochet?
I've done Tunisian, but I've never completed any projects. I kind of played with it.
I didn't know it was interlac at the time.
See, my problem is I try things, you know, but then I go, okay, that was interesting. You know,
that'll do me. I know I can, but I don't
want to try. I have a set of hooks and everything.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. I've got the ones with the plastic hanging off, so you can go and do blankets.
Yeah.
It's the knot said, I did those poppies last year and put them on veterans' graves for Veteran Day. I had no idea where they were. Where they were from. Hopefully I got that right. Too many P's for me. Oh, that is an absolutely beautiful thing to do. I must admit, I wasn't too sure what my American friends would be able to do with them, whether they could donate. I think Kelly told me last year or the year before that you could donate to certain places, and on the videos I did put that information on. If you're in Australia and you're still awake, you can actually use them for Anzac Day as well, where they actually will use them to decorate up memorials and things like that with them. So the memorial displays are absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
And then of course,
So in the US, it's the American Legion that does the poppies on Memorial Day. That's what it was. I had to dig through my stuff. Who is the organization? So they do that. And they usually if you're downtown, they'll hand them out to you and they'll ask for a donation.
That's the same as the Legion. We don't hand them out. We allow you to choose. You take the item from the table and you put the donation in the pot. But
wow.
Yeah, some of my
I sold it as a tummy rug. Tummy rug. Listen, it's brilliant idea. So you must do another one and then just go one hook size up. Yep. When I teach my mom, I say feather touch, feather touch, feather touch, feather touch, feather touch. Because my mom's hanging on to that hook for dear life. And I told you she's holding it like she's knitting. So it looks like it's a gun. I'm holding on for dear life. I'm like, let me look away.
I know you can't look.
Look away.
Yeah, like a couple of weeks ago, this young girl came in my crochet group, and she was holding the crochet hook right here, like this. See, right at the edge.
Whoa.
See the hook?
She really wants to make sure that.
And I said, "Do you mind if I touch your hand or your wrist?" I took her wrist and I went, "Shh." I said, "You hold it right there." So that's better down here.
That's the thing. If you've never looked at a book or anything like that, you can only go by guesswork. When I first started out, I had these metal ones, right? And I honestly thought that the measurement was at this section here, where the hook underneath, where the hook catches, It wasn't until I got my hands on a book that I actually realised that the measurement is on the neck up here. And I was like, so it's like my little pumpkin stack. We're all done with the same hook, but that's when I realised what tension was, and you can see by the sizes because they go up as to how I realised that. One, I was measuring where the stitch was in the wrong place, and I was holding my yarn too tight and everything
really tight.
Yeah. We're not talking tight. We're talking, if that hadn't been a metal hook, it would have been strangled. It was proper strangled.
Murder.
So my poor finger was turning blue just sitting there doing 10 stitches.
That's too much.
Like,
oh my goodness.
That's too much. Come
Cannot be advised.
Yes.
Wait, there was 2 movies that I watched this weekend that was really nice. What was those 2 movies? Hey, this thing says to me, do you want to leave this site? I absolutely do not. Are you nuts?
Oh.
No, don't do it.
Don't leave us.
No, I don't. Something went wrong. Try again. I'm trying again. What are you doing?
So us 3 will keep you going until you can come back in again, Gil, if needs be. We know the drill now.
I'm on my phone, so let's see. But the laptop just said, do you want to leave this site? I'm like, no, I didn't say I want to leave this site.
Do not.
Lisa, Knits and Vlogs, hello. Let me just, she says, let me just catch up here. Faith, hello. At my grandpa's funeral, since we had the military honors, we got small, fragile, fake poppies. Oh, sweetie. There you go. Hi, lady, says Lisa from down under. Hello, my sweetheart. Morning. Hello, Juanita. How are you doing? And hey, Sheila saying hello to Juanita. Sabrina saying hello to Lisa. I have some of my first amigurumi to compare them now. It's worlds apart. Oh, I tell you.
Isn't it? I will never get rid of my pumpkin stack just for that alone.
Oh my goodness, I just imagine what my knitting needles would look like if the measurement was the tip. But that is a good point. I never thought of that with crochet. Yes, and that is a good point, Poppy, because I always thought it was, the head of the hook. If it could get past the head and that shaft, I thought that was the same. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be
basically the measurement comes from this section here around the shaft. I've got to be. I can't help it. Okay. Some of the terms we've got make me chuckle, but the measurement. She's gone. I got her. It wasn't intentional. But yeah.
Well, I tell you, fortunately, English is my second language, so it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't know what to call it anyway.
Yes. Bye, Lisa.
Well, that's the thing. Even when I used to knit, I would just use the tip of the needle.
Did you?
And again, that was so tight. There's no wondering why I never needed stoppers for the ends of my knitting needles. They were that tight. It wasn't until I tried it again last year that I realised my mistake there as well. But I'll stick to crochet.
But I always say, like, that wrist, like I just said, your wrist should be able to move. Like, if you can't move your wrist, then it's too tight. Like, if you're,
you won't be able, if you do it in the long run, you're like, wow, something's hurting. My neck,
it's gonna hurt. My arm. It will hurt. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing when I do the poppies, because I like that they need to be a certain size. I'm now working a DK yarn on a 2.5mm hook. Just to get them down to the same size they were in year 1, which was when I just started crocheting. When I first started crocheting, this is how bad it is, and my tension was, I was using a 4mm or a 4.5mm hook. And my poppies are the same size as they are now on a 2mm using the same thickness of yarn.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Say the head of the hook, the throat of the hook, the thumb rest area, and the handle of the hook. Hey, Juanita, that's what we need to know, eh? Then you won't have to turn red.
I like turning red, or should I say, I like making somebody cough and choke and splatter and hide herself. I'm evil.
She is.
Like, that's the end of that coffee or tea or
But that's the thing. I know she'll get me back
Whatever
later.
it was.
She's just thinking now, how can I get her? They already made me leave once where I coughed and splattered and had to run to the loo.
There's this movie that man, let me just look up the name of the movie, because otherwise it doesn't help me sitting here thinking I want to tell you about this movie, because it's on Netflix, but it's 2 hour long, and I know Brad Pitt just does a definitely he's in the trailer, but he does a cameo role, and it's hilarious. It's a lot of action, but
I know what that. I don't know the title of that movie. I just saw that recently.
The Lost City. The Lost City. So what's the Lost City? Let me see. Who is the people that play? This thing is, everything is just not on the right spot today, you know, like to smack it into place. The Lost City cast. Let's see. What is the names here, man?
A lot of people.
Sandra Bullock, Channing
Tatum,
and Daniel Radcliffe from, you guys know him.
Harry Potter.
He's Potter, he is.
Yes.
Potter.
But he's got a beard. He's got a beard and
really
no glasses.
Scruffy in there. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. He's done some other films where he doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
But
he does look scary in that movie.
He's trying to step away from looking like Harry Potter.
Well, he's doing a great job.
What, 10, 12 years? I think
he did a good job. I think he did a good job.
No, he's great. Yeah, he's a great actor.
That one. Yeah. Okay, so that The Lost City. For those of you who haven't watched, if you guys watch nice movies this weekend, you better give us ideas. Especially if it's on Netflix. I hope it's on South African Netflix if I want to go watch it. But the other one, there was another comedy thing that I watched because I thought that was really, I felt like something different, man. My goodness. I thought to myself, you better write this down because you're not going to remember this. Because the thing is, when you want to remember it, then it's gone. Then it's like, don't know, can't remember it. No, I'm scrolling here through it. I can't even see it. Forget it. No. It's quickly.
My husband hates it. He turned around to me the other day. He goes, I think I'm going to cancel Netflix. I said, why? No, I said, why? He goes, well, every time I suggest something, you go, seen it. Seen it.
Yeah.
Seen it.
Which means you're using it.
Well, when
you're using Netflix.
Yeah, but the problem is, I sit there for half of the month waiting for their new releases, and then I binge them.
Oh, you binge them.
I binge them while I'm doing something throughout the day. So, like, if I'm sitting crocheting and nobody's on a live, I'll binge them.
Yeah.
Right, and then in the evenings, I'm joining in on watching people's lives, or I'm catching up on videos that I've missed. So, of course, I've seen him when he's at work.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, see, and I'm the complete opposite.
XYZ, and I'm like, you didn't book me in. If you don't book me in, I'll watch it before you.
Yeah, my husband will do that too.
Yes, I usually let when I watch something on TV, says the bell, because I don't have to look at what I'm doing. Exactly. No, that's the thing. Now that's why I also happen to watch a lot of stuff when my husband's not around, because it's part of my work. I said, you see me crocheting? I'm working.
You're working.
That's what I've been saying to mine for the last couple of weeks.
I think it's safe to say that after having been Harry Potter, his chances of becoming a new James Bond are very slim. Who was the guy that they've got up there that they want to?
I don't know, but out of all of the characters,
Superman, Cavill.
I don't know.
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill, is that his name?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Henry Cavill.
Henry or
is
Harry?
Henry? Or Harry? Yeah, I don't know, but that Cavill guy.
Names go over
but
my
I like
head.
his.
Me too, I can't remember.
But isn't he too smooth? He won't like blend in. Hello, Amanda.
Who played Neville in Harry Potter?
Who put a request? Baby blanket I just made. The mom went into early labor. They had to deliver the baby yesterday, a few hours after I finished it. C-section. Wow. Pray for them, please.
Okay.
Juanita, absolutely. Pray for that baby. I tell you what, I always get worried when it's a preemie. I'm like, ooh, please, no preemies.
Yeah.
I'm going to write here, Juanita, because I know you asked for it, Juanita.
Yep.
We just pray that everything will be well and that those doctors will do the right thing. I tell you.
Yes.
How much early is she? How early is she? Hope all is good. All is as good as can be. Jeanette, we came close to our first frost last night. It's a bit early for us, says Roberta.
Ooh, wow.
Added to my prayer list, says Catherine. Thank you, Mr. Witcher Henry Cavill. Was he in The Witcher? I didn't know. I didn't recognize him because he was white. I didn't know that. Hey, man. You see, it's the same with, what's that girl that played, she's so famous, and she played in Me Before You or something like that. That guy that was paralyzed, and she was the person taking care of him. Something like that. And then, anyways, she played in another role that you all know, these science fiction stuff, and where she had white hair. And they asked her, I saw an interview where they asked her, do people recognize you outside of, you know, in normal life? And she says, hardly ever. And they would recognize the co-star next to me and say, they would give me the photo, the phone or whatever, and say, could you take a picture of us? But then, you know, and they don't realize she's the girl with the long white hair. I don't know, because I don't watch it.
Emily Clark? Amelia Clark.
Yes.
So
yes, exactly. But it's because of all that white hair. I mean, I didn't look further at the facial features. Couldn't get past the white hair. Yes, he was due in February. Her name is Robin.
Oh.
They haven't named him yet.
Oh.
Her name is Robin.
So that's February.
That's the mother. Yeah, Robin's the mother.
Approximately 28 weeks in gestation.
That is very early.
That is early.
Wow.
Yeah. Littlen's got a fight on his hands. We'll do it.
You know, there's an early that's a safe early, and then there's a not so safe early.
So you got to get it in the right 22 to 24 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So as long as they're over the 24,
Robin,
they've got a higher chance with each week.
I'm going to put it in here, Robin. We just pray that everything will be good. Lord, protect that baby and protect Robin, and that all just goes well. Amen and amen.
Jumping back to our conversation. Oh, okay, maybe not.
It is amazing. Okay, my darling. It's amazing what they can do for preemies these days. It is amazing, but sometimes it's scary. Sorry, can't stay for long. Just a hi today. Thumbs up. Thank you, my sweetheart. Thank you for all the thummies. I so appreciate it. And I must say thank you for anybody watching the replay, because I always forget to say that. Good morning, Ursula. Everyone, says Tina will be listening only, getting ready for a chiropractor appointment this morning. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Enjoy being cracked.
The Rickenplug doctor. That's the doctor that's going to, and you go,
bash and put you in place.
Yes.
I've been once.
You know,
I just couldn't do it.
I took Jessica to one because she was delivered by C-section, and they said the colic would be relieved if I take her to this chiropractor and they realign the spine. Something to do with that. Okay, so off I go. And this guy took this baby by the feet, and up she goes. And he's like, don't get a fright, mommy, whatever. And I'm like, ooh, I think I better look away. Just give me the baby back.
Yes.
Yes, and it was just here and there, and my niece was born 3 months early, 1979, 1 pound, 2 ounces.
Oh my goodness!
Then they were miracle workers, says Roberta. It's 1 pound, so they think he will do well. Okay. Oh, my sweetheart, a pound. Wow. Oh,
so small.
You see, that's where crochet knitting comes in. Lovely cotton, something to cover them in. The head, at least. I'm back. I had to take a call. I'm so glad you're back, my sweetheart. No worries. We have a neighbor who had a baby early, 24 weeks. baby girl is now in her 20s.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Also,
Yes.
Encouraging news.
Also, if NICU allows it in that hospital, make a couple of cotton, very, very soft mind, but cotton squares. Okay, make sure it's got a very tight, very close stitch so that it won't, the baby can't catch their hands or anything on it. And you give them to mum. Mum wears them in her bra and then puts them into the crib. And that means then the mum's scent is with the baby, and they just rotate them daily. Sabrina actually did a video on it last year, I think it was, where she was putting a call out for them. But at that point in time, my local hospital said no more crochet anything.
Okay, yeah.
They had no room.
Yeah.
But double check with your NICU before you make them, just to make sure that they're accepted. Normally they'll say use a t-shirt or something like that because they want the weave of the material to be very tight or very fine. So basically there's no chance of anything untoward happening, because of course those fingers and those little nails are that minute that they could
those little nails, and now they scratch themselves. Roberta says, I agree. My sister was depressed. I wouldn't go to see her, so I spent a lot of time in ICU. I was pregnant also. Oh, my sweetheart. My daughter was 7 weeks premature and never cried for 6 weeks. She's now 18 and never shuts up.
Yeah.
Isn't that
making up for it now?
Yeah, my daughter was 14, but she ended up in NICU because she had issues with hypothermia and bradycardia. So it was an irregular heartbeat, and she couldn't keep her temperature up. And there was a little one in there that was so small. And before you walk in, before I walked in, I was told try not to stare at the other babies. I know it's hard, but try not to stare at them and allow their mums to talk about the babies if they wish, because it can be quite hard going having any sort of conversation with a stranger in that regard. Yes. I went in and I saw the little one, and the mum looked at mine and went, blimey, yours is massive. Right? Because she was mine was £8.4 and hers was like £1.2 or something silly. And I went, my kid's leg's the same size as yours. How's little one doing? And that's when it opened up the conversation. It turned out mum had been bored and needed adult company that wasn't a nurse. Right. But she had said her first child was even smaller at birth and had come in even earlier. So if he survived and he was fine, she knew that her daughter could, the daughter could fight as well. But that's it. They're not having any more after this. So it was a really positive, and I did see mum a couple of months after the fact, and baby was fine and baby was out once baby was old enough to leave.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, Poppy, I donate to Premies for the Carolinas. A lot of things. Double knit cotton in a tight knit stitch. Oh, Roberta. Absolute worst of NICU is, as a mother, is constantly listening to the monitors, every breath and beep constantly. Sheila, that's what I felt like with my neighbor. That's 80-something. By the way, this neighbor came here on Saturday. I mean, I was asleep still. So I hear the front door is at this room where I was sleeping, and you open the door and it just goes clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm like, what is my husband doing? Is he shaking? What is happening? Then the front door goes bang, because it's like a stable door. Bang, bang. And I'm like, ooh, what is he doing? Because he knows. But obviously it wasn't my husband. It was this. He went to sit there, and I said to me, he wasn't feeling well, so he thought he'd come and sit here. No, obviously I said he could. I told him a long time ago, my house is like your house. You could, if you get lonely there, come and sit here. But he was not feeling well, so I saw to him, hey, but by 4:30 that afternoon, when he left, I was exhausted. Because it was medicine, and then it's tea, and then it's, if you want to drink this, eat this, now take this. He wants a Panado. I said, you can have Panado. You call it Tylenol. In the US, paracetamol is the ingredient. I said, you can have it. Tell me why you want it. Where is the pain? What do you want to most? Because I said, I don't want to give you paracetamol. Then you go over, now you feel fine. You go over to your house, and that's the last I see of you because you're masking something that's really important. So tell me where the pain is. So he eventually did, and all was good. Miguel, hi, Ursula, panel and chat. I've been here since the beginning doing morning chores here in the USA. The Veterans FW also does puppies. Ooh la la. Hello, Miguel. How are you? Sabrina's asking. Good morning, Miguel, says Roberta. Angie Treasures. Beautiful queens and everyone in the chat. Hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing? I'm trying to figure out how I can just, maybe I should just start at the top row and just undo. Because I will be redoing.
Can you not run a slip stitch? Can you not somehow run a slip stitch around the whole thing there, darling?
I was trying to see if I could do that. That's now. Well, you see, now why didn't you say that long time ago? I mean, that's a great idea. That's a little bit late, but that's a great idea. I don't know how yet. I don't know yet how I am. The chickens and the fur babies rule me. It's so funny, Miguel. They rule you like the rooster will rule you. It's starting to get cold here, and of course, I want to knit a sweater for myself. Do you think I will get it done this year? Oh, of course. I mean, that sweater doesn't stand a chance. You'll have it done like this. You've got lots of time because she's in Norway. I'm teasing you, Rita. But the thing is, Rita is quick. But she's with her dad. If I'm right, you're with your dad, hey? And he is on his way out of this world. So we hope for no pain, and we hope for easy transition there, you know. Yes. So she has, I nearly said time to kill. Time. She has time. She has lots of time. So yes, Rita, I think you can do that, eh? You never know, but on the other hand, okay, that's the pros. The benefit, the cons is that it's probably fingering weight. So okay, no. If you're doing a winter jacket,
DK and above, winter top, DK and above.
Yes.
So don't get yourself watching great and a big chunky hook. You'll have it done in an hour.
Hello, lovely Rose. I love that palace in the shelf. Can I see this close up, please? The palace in the shelf.
Right, who are you?
Shelf? Which shelf? Tell me more. Which shelf?
There it is.
It took me a bit.
Hey. I know. I was like,
wait a minute. There we go. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, mine is adorable.
Thank you. His pattern came from a pattern from a book, not a book, sorry, a magazine here in the UK about a year or so ago now. I can't find a copy of it openly accessible, whether you pay for it or not, on the internet at the moment. But he is called the Palace Guard, and that is added. That wasn't in the pattern, and neither was his nose or face. And the only thing it had was the two eyes on the head. But otherwise, that is the rest of their pattern. You started working from, which way around was it? The feet up, and then you did body down and joined. He was a nice pattern to do, and he's done in a DK weight yarn.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
What was it?
Rita says, of course, fingering weight.
You is crazy, Rita. Crazy you are.
Oh, no.
Yes. Okay, she was try again. Palace Guard on the shelf. Sorry, LaBelle. But they got it. They got it before I could get there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sitting in a rocking chair with a sleeping baby on my shoulder and the chilly, sunny morning. Oh, lovely. Poppy, I don't have any chunky yarn. No, she doesn't. Rita, use chunky yarn and you'll have it finished in no time. Wow, how about fingering weight? Put double. Put a double. Take a double. He's adorable.
Or at least
Angie.
something.
Still working on my November knit crochet sweater in the month I am working on, although it went slow because I must judge the amounts and make sure you have enough yarn when you start this.
For sure.
Faith.
That's my
Looks like the maker herself. Really nice. Thank you, Sister Belle. Oh, sweetie. I love him, says Life Talk with Liz. Liz, it's so good to see you, my sweetheart. I have to get back outside, get my work done. Bye-bye, Margaret G. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming along.
I've just got the magazine.
You should do a lookalike one. And of your long hair and glasses, adorable. Yes, Poppy. We vote for that, eh?
No, because he's wearing a uniform that I have never worn. Okay, so
now.
Here we go. The original book for his pattern is inside a crochet number. I've got to get my magnifying glass because I'm blind as a bat. These are reading glasses. What was it? 121. Issue 121. No, it doesn't give me a date.
You have to get my phone out. Is it it's a fact when you have to get your phone out to read something in the shops, even if you're wearing glasses.
I said that to my optician. He's now forced me to have reading glasses and driving glasses. I still can't read with reading glasses when it's that small. And I went back and said, I don't know why I've got these. Said, you might as well give me my old style of glasses back. I hate having two frames. That means there's two pairs of glasses to lose and not the one. Right. So the designer is called Matt Farsi. It's Farci. And it's Matt with two T's. Now he has got I'm trying to think, a Ravelry page, I believe, if I remember rightly, or an Etsy page. He may have both. But I could not find on there this pattern as a paid for version. He may have rebought it out, which means if he's changed the pattern slightly and reissued it, it means he can sell it. But otherwise, he's coughed up. He's been paid for it.
Right.
Now, it was under the Sheeps's yarn brand as well within the magazine. So, there we go. So
wait. Let me solo you.
Let's see. Right, so yeah, there's the magazine. And
love it.
There it is. That's his name. So screen grab now if you can.
That's too far for me to screenshot. Okay, if you bring it closer to
there we go.
All right, here we go.
2, 3.
There you go.
Okay. And what other details can I give you?
Might have been for the magazine exclusively, says Sabrina.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. But as I said, he's advertised. It's on Ravelry because I've linked mine to it. Yeah, it's made. This one in the magazine is made with the Sheeps's Katona, which is 100% cotton, and it's 50 grams or 125 meters or 137 yards per ball. And the most you're going to need is one ball of each colour, and they made it on a 2.5mm hook in the magazine. I did it with a 3mm hook using a DK weight yarn, which was Signet Patel. Oh, it's upside down. Signet Patel Everyday DK. So I'd use the same red. Is it this one? Yeah, the cranberry, the same red that I use for the poppies. I'll get you later. Yeah, so. And then I'm just trying to think what else there was in regards to him. Yeah, I think that was it. All of the colours came out of that range. You can take me back down now if you want. She's left me up here, isn't she, on purpose? She loves doing that. She's evil to me.
I muted myself because I poured some ice into my glass. So sorry about that, my sweetie. I know that reading glasses thing. My optician said because it's the age. With age, the muscle behind the eyes go droopy. I said, Jim, trust me. When I say that other things go droopy with age too. Oh yes. I get chickens and gossip.
I'm still the right side of 45. And he said, it's because she didn't wear, like, they tried every excuse under the sun. It's like they didn't even realise I've been wearing glasses since I was 18 months old.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yes. Yeah,
wow.
So long. Yeah. Yep.
So, of course, he's saying to me, well, don't wear your glasses all the time. Sorry, that's like me not walking around with underwear on.
Oh.
To me, I put my glasses on before me undies.
Wow.
Because otherwise I can't see where I'm
getting the undies. So you can see the undies.
Yes, so to me, it's just like they're part of me.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. Angie LaBelle, you're preaching to the choir.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. No. I would say it's a myth. Is it a myth that, well, I somehow thought that if you wear glasses, you know, what do you say? Some people say if you wear glasses, now obviously it's people that doesn't wear glasses. You mustn't wear glasses too much. It's not good for your eyes because it makes your eyes lazy, whatever. But I think that is myth.
To some point, it can be true. But what you've also got to remember, like with my older glasses, they were only there to help. For me, it was to help my eyes from looking at my nose all day because I've got stigmatism in both eyes. So I've got dip dazzle eyes, as I call them. So when my glasses are off and I'm tired and I'm looking directly at you, my eyes are actually looking like there and there on my nose.
Goodness.
Right? So for me, that's why I wear them. But then you've got to remember, if you're sitting there constantly looking at a screen, it doesn't matter if you're wearing glasses or not. Mm-hmm. That's where your focal length is at.
Right.
So you've got to make sure that if you're going outside, that you go outside and spend a similar amount of time looking at nature. So looking far away into the distance and focusing on those trees. If you don't do that, then your eyes lose the ability to see long distance.
That's right.
Yes, or they say if you look at your laptop that you could just look over it and it should be distance, not a wall behind it.
Right.
I can understand it.
It's like now at the moment, my monitors are set in front of my window. So every now and then I'll look off to the side there and I'm looking out at a tree.
Oh.
So that I can help my eyes autofocus. Mm-hmm. And they said there's been a massive uptake here in the UK with children wearing glasses because during lockdown they spent most of their time indoors on screens.
Mm-hmm.
And so most of the kids at the moment are being prescribed glasses.
Yeah.
Now, when my kid sister was younger, she was prescribed them because they said that she had problems with her long distance or a short. But basically one of them, she point blank refused to wear them. She binned the first pair. She jumped on the second pair. I think she put a balloon on the third pair and waved them off. She was only about 5 or 6, but there was no way she was wearing glasses. So my mum stopped buying them because she's like, I'm just throwing money away.
Yeah.
And after about 2 years, Mum took her back to an optician's, not the same one, but took her back to the optician's, and she had 20/20 vision.
Oh,
what?
Interesting.
Her vision was perfect.
Okay.
But by the she was a bit older than that, actually. She must have been about 12 or 13 because that was when she started going. She was more interested in her looks, but she also used to go she used to go shooting at a range. So of course you're having to look further down and you're having to concentrate on that area. Whether that helped her or not, I'm not too sure. But she never needed them.
Interesting.
Let me just catch up here. Miguel says, Miguel, you're not allowed to complain, hey? He says, our weather has changed and I missed 100 degrees.
You were complaining when it was hot.
All the weather is on its way.
Yes.
Miguel, I will never complain of the cold again after 2 weeks without air conditioner in August. Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's
like UK, that is. We don't have
nearsighted people eyes aren't shaped like people with 20/20. I'm not letting someone lasering my corneas to fix it. Woo! Me neither. We're going to Nice now on Thursday. My husband wants to leave earlier. My plans are I like being organized. I must still bake and iron but there you've got time. You've got time, Rose. My eyes had a change from short-sighted to far-sighted, and I could see without glasses a very far distance. This is now changing again. I didn't know that it could change from the one to the other. They said, what? Look 20 feet away every 20 minutes. Okay, that sounds fantastic. Hi, Angie says, DIY. Roberta, you were without aircon for only 2 weeks. I went all Texas summer, no aircon, and a car on and off and on window. Oh my goodness.
Terrible.
LaBelle says, this is something I ponder about a lot. If we don't have been told what we, for example, look at a tree, then would we see a tree or anything at all?
Look at that lump of green and brown over there. Okay.
I know, Miguel, so you should be appreciating the cooler weather now, says Roberta. What I mean is, do we only see things that we are told to see? Now, you could be looking at anything 20 meters away, or 20 feet away, or at least a distance. You need to be looking into the distance, something like that. Yep. I started wearing glasses in 4th grade. Sorry, Frenchie. Sorry, Frenchie. Did you say
the first time I got glasses, I got out of the optometrist office and said, "Oh wow, trees have leaves."
Oh my gosh! See that?
Wow, Frenchie.
Wow. That's serious.
Oh, you definitely needed those glasses.
Yes.
And now I hardly like to see long distance, but I only wear my glasses when I leave the house because I can see fine enough to. I have to take them off to see the screen or to see my crochet. So.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I started wearing glasses in 4th grade. I couldn't see crap, and my teacher realized I moved from them.
I have to look down at my bifocals to see you.
Yeah, they tried to get me to off bifocals. I was like, no, I've got a neck issue.
You moved from the back to the front to see the board, Juanita. Oh, wow. Now I love the heat. I love 100 degrees. When it gets to 105 plus, I'm not comfortable.
Okay.
No, I don't. What is the drama with the Stephen West MCAT at the moment? Some people are offended.
Yes. I saw a video on it last night. The original first clue. Once it's made up, if the colours are done in a certain order, some people are starting to see I'm trying to think of the word that she used. It's the swastika, basically. Some people are seeing that rather than the geometric shape that it was. When I first looked at it, I saw a geometric shape and I'm like, I like that. But at a certain point within it, yes, I can see where others have come from.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so this was brought to Stephen's attention very quickly after the first clue had been put out. So Stephen West has now redone his tutorials. He's redone this first clue pattern. It's now on to revision number 3, and unless you've already got hold of that first issue of the pattern, like the first original clue, you won't have access to that geometric shape at the beginning that he'd started. He's now taking that.
So is he taking that shape out altogether?
Yes. He's replaced that
but
first.
But if it's finished, isn't it right then?
Sorry?
When it's done, it's you say at a certain point it starts to look like that, whatever you call it. But when it's done, when you go continue in it, you complete it. Does it still look like that?
As Sabrina has said down the bottom, this shape was seen, but it wasn't intentional by him. So it has caused a big drama, and he doesn't want that symbol and that shape incorporated into any of the works. He doesn't want to offend anyone. So because of that, he thought it was best to change clue 1. So he's now put out a new clue 1 with the new revised pattern, and there is no sign of it in the new revised pattern. He has said,
well, I'm glad that he could. Yeah, I saw a pinwheel, says Kaylin.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, I'm glad he can just take a piece out and put another piece in. I mean, not everybody's patterns work like that, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Where he's worked with the clue, he's worked section 1, section 2, section 3. So I've never done one of his patterns because it's all knit. But I've seen how other creators that do make them have built them up over the last couple of years when I've been watching their channels. Because, of course, Linda's done Stephen West, Sabrina's done Stephen West, and that's just 2 of the girls that I know about on here. So, yeah, when I saw that video yesterday explaining what had gone on and showing his reactions and the videos that he's also put up explaining it. So I would suggest that if you wanted to do the cow and you wanted to know exactly what had happened, go straight to the source, go straight to Stephen West's YouTube and hear it straight from him. It's better than it coming from a third party who doesn't actually understand knitting. But yeah, he has rectified the issue now, so that clue 1 is now something completely different, but it still works with the rest of the pattern.
Wow, I'm glad he could do that, you know. This is it. Okay, once you're told there is a swastika in the pattern, you cannot unsee not see it anymore. Yeah. No. Well, that's the thing. Hey, some people read things into what they see no matter. That's too much work to try and please people. Yes, but that's why I wondered if once you finished it, would it still look like that? But I'm glad he could just, with his experience, just put a spiral in it.
Well, that's the thing. He knew that he needed a certain sized piece of fabric to fit that area. So what he'll have sat down and done is gone, okay, I can't do this geometric pattern anymore, although I personally don't see it. He was like, let's remove that section, let's put in a new one. So he's put in a new geometric pattern for that one section. Right. So it just now means that his finished sample that he's got lined up ready to go to show everybody at the end, he's going to have to change that around because he's removed clue 1A, I'll call it. Whereas now it's clue 1C or however he's done it.
Wow. Woo! Lots of drama. Now I missed that. The only thing I heard about it was, I think Linda explained it in her channel or live stream. I watched the replay. I couldn't be there, so I watched the replay. And I caught a bit of her live stream. I mean, my own eyeballs caught a bit where exactly she was talking about that. So.
Well, I've been watching a young lass lately, and she makes videos on the fibre arts community. She does make her own stuff as well, but she's got this little section of drama in the community. So if something like this comes up, she'll do a deeper dive into what's gone on, find out as much information as possible, and just lay it all out to you. So last night while I was in the bar, I was watching her video, and I was like, because it was called the Stephen West. So she put his name down. All the links for all of his videos were in her description. She's the way she'd reported on it was absolutely lovely. There wasn't any malice or anything like that. It was just matter of factly, this is what's happened. This is the order it happened. Sure. Yeah, and this is the outcome. And so I was like, oh, okay. I liked the way that was put together, and I thought, well, I'll see if I remember it in the morning, because we all know once I've slept I don't normally remember things. And then I checked up on it this morning to make sure that different bits and pieces that she'd said was still accurate for this morning. But by all accounts, anyone that's purchased the pattern have had the amended section, the first section sent out to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
if you
so I think the most
of
unhappy people would be those who finished their section, didn't see anything wrong, and now here they need to do something different.
Yes.
Well, the Northern Cross in the Sky was given a Diwali coin by a neighbor with roots in India, and a few years ago, nearly fell out of my shoes when I saw the swastika on the back.
Well, that's the thing.
Oh, wow.
The swastika, before the Nazis started running with it, the swastika was a peace symbol.
Yeah, wow.
Yes.
It was never originally designed for the purpose it was used as in the 1900s.
Wow. In Germany, originally I thought he wanted to insult me. He was totally unaware of having done anything wrong and explained to me what the swastika means in Hinduism. Oh, wow. All righty. Hello, Nisi. Welcome in, my sweetheart. It was so nice to be in your live stream on Friday. Saturday, Friday. What am I thinking?
There's so many different symbols out there that have been repurposed wrongly, like that. And that happens to be one of the big ones.
Well, I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah, it's me too. Because I haven't knitted much. I haven't done many knitting tutorials lately. Like I was just thinking about that. Because a lot of people do his patterns, and I said one day, but I haven't done it yet. You know,
I'd always I always look at them and I think, oh, they're beautiful. But as I said, I don't really knit. So last year I was keeping an eye on Linda's and Sabrina's.
Yep.
But when it was finished, I didn't actually like it. I didn't like. It was too busy. Yes, Sabrina Melodure has done them as well, and then Linda Simpson.
Oh, what? Oh, yes, I see. Yes, it's nice to see.
It wouldn't have been a pattern.
Can you make it out of a corn maze? It's okay. Nazi took this swastika and placed it on a corner.
Okay.
One day the time will come when the symbol will be unhijacked. Oh, wow. I tell you. So sorry to hear that you both will be in my thoughts and prayers. Glad all is well with you. I'm okay. Been stressful here with my car stuff. Hoping it calms down soon. But okay, otherwise, oh, my sweetheart. You and your car stuff. I put that on my prayer list. That's Amanda. Amanda. You know, cars and computers can make you stress.
Okay, not today. We're not talking cars today.
No cars.
No.
We're cars. Not worth the argument. Oh yes, just as well he changed it. Oh, I think probably going forward he will double check every design. Oh, Miguel, yep, we cheated and created a way out of that maze. Hey, I'm a huge fan of Stevens. Love him and all his designs. So colorful and fun. It is. Miguel, the second maze beat us for sure. Hey, Faith says, I have seen some of them and they're not my thing. Yes, some of those shawls, I imagine you're talking about Stephen West, is some we don't like, but there might be some you like. The thing I find is that if someone does it in a color that you particularly like, it can really influence you to say, hey, I want to make something, or I like this pattern because it is in a color that you like. Otherwise, you can totally miss something.
Well,
so the pattern, so a weaving design. Yes, Roberta, I tell you, not everybody saw what other people saw.
Just taking out of consideration the colours and everything, for me, it was just too busy a pattern last year's. And I haven't really come across a lot of Stephen West stuff prior. So I've got this big thing now of I'll wait till the end of the cows, whichever ones they are. I wait till the end, see what it's going to look like, and then I play catch up. So at least then I know that the item I'm making is something I'm actually going to want to keep.
Oh yes,
because yarn costs here in the UK.
I like that safer approach. Absolutely. Amanda says the car insurance totaled our car out and waiting for the payment so we can get another one. Oh, yes. Amanda, no car troubles. I hope things get easier for you. You'll be my thoughts and sending you hugs. Oh, my sweetheart. Roberta said, copy laugh out loud. I do the same. Great. Hey.
Great minds.
Great minds think.
Well, unless
Great
it's a
minds
cow
think
that's
alike.
not a mystery cow.
Sorry?
Unless it's not a mystery
doing
cow, and you know you actually have the whole picture before you start.
Yeah.
Then they release.
Don't get me wrong. I've run a mystery cow a good couple of years ago now for a penguin. Was it penguin? Yeah, for my penguin. But I decided after that point, do you know what? I'm not going to do that. I will just put the patterns out, because I noticed there was a drop until people knew what it was. Once they knew what it was, everyone was on, like, that wanted to do it, did it.
Oh, right. But, yes.
Yeah. It's just too, for me personally, I think that's just too much work to hide. Hide to the start. At least give them a good idea what it is.
I'm not good at hiding.
Ladies, I'm going to drop off.
I'm
going to drop off.
Thank you for joining us.
Go back to bed. I'm yawning like crazy. It's rude. So
have a good rest, my sweetheart.
Yes.
Have a good rest.
Have a lovely time,
Thank
darling.
you for joining us.
We'll see you back in chat.
I'm frozen.
There
Okay,
you go.
bye.
There you go. Bye, Frenchie. Everybody's saying goodbye. She's. I'm usually months behind a cow or a cow.
Same here.
About that. That's another car issue. Car inspection is next month.
Okay, if you're going to do it today, this morning was stressful. Hubby woke me up at 7:10. My car's broke. What do you mean it's broke? Light came on the car. Car went cough, cough, splat, splat, stop. And it's an auto. So we all know what that means. It's going to be a night taking it home.
Oh, okay.
So he's standing at the end of the bed. I'm 3 seconds awake.
Right, and you're not thinking.
I've got a course. He says I've got to do today. I've got a course I'm leading today. I suppose we're all going to have to just do it on the internet like normal. I sat bolt upright and went, you know where my keys are, take my car.
Just take it.
You know what? You're talking about being woken up by your husband. That reminds me, this morning, many mornings, I take a sleeping tablet, and this sleeping tablet causes me to, when I wake up, well, obviously, I mean, I can't, if I don't take a sleeping tablet, I go to bed 3 o'clock every morning because I just can't get to be so, I don't know, I just don't need, maybe I must get to the point where I accept that I don't need that much sleep, because then every 3 or 4 days, then I'll go to bed a decent time, you know, like normal people do, and then wake up and good. But otherwise, it takes me 3 or 4 days of going to bed at 3 a.m. and wake up at 8 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So the thing is, but if I take the sleeping tablet, what happens is when I get out of bed, I want to go to the bathroom quickly. I have no sense of direction, and I could literally just fall over. So now this morning I woke up and I wanted to get out of bed, and I thought, no, wait. Today you're going to do the right thing. Just sit up first. Try just sitting up and just breathe at least 3 times.
Breathe. Yep.
Where are you?
Where am I?
Yes.
I like it.
Goodness. Let me just catch up here. Roberta says, okay, love you all. Have to make another pot of coffee and turn on the heat lamps for the dragons. Thank you, my sweetheart, for being with us. Subject, course, toilet roll, hats to put on the back shelf at the rear window. You'll always have your own clean roll when having to use the toilet in motorway restaurants.
Interesting.
Really? I beat you on that one. I beat you. I've got a tissue holder that slips over the top of my visor.
Okay.
And it's there to hold man-sized tissues for your nose.
Man-sized?
Yeah. Just about big enough for me bum.
Oh. Okay.
No, I just take a toilet roll. There's always a toilet roll in every room and in every car. The thing is, my son once was so anxious when my daughter was driving still, and he didn't understand, and I didn't really think it would affect him. He was sitting at the back, and she was driving, and I'm in the passenger seat. But she was driving like, and I'm like, you must stay in your lane and you can't just go over. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
I'm getting, and now, but I totally forget about him and about him in the back. So, unbeknownst to me, you know, if you have someone who doesn't speak normally, then you really forget that they can actually say something or is feeling something in the back. And he was getting more anxious and more anxious and more anxious because I would just hear whispers from the back, Mama happy, Mama happy, which means he just wants Mama. He looks very unhappy. Just, can Mama just please become happy?
Yes,
and I didn't realize that. And
oh, you think he was happy?
He just went,
looking stressed.
Poor thing.
And he got sick on the back seat. And I mean, and then I realized, oh, okay, so this is bothering you because I'm focused on this crazy driver next to me so that I still can arrive alive. I'm like, I don't think you're driving again with your brother in the back seat because listen, Juanita, listen, she says, was he clutching his pearls? You know what? You will not believe this. He was 14. Was he 14? And we used to take him to the dentist and then we'd have to put him out, get someone, pay that 2,000 Rand, whatever was necessary, 2,500 for the guy to put him out in the dentist chair and wake him up. So just that little bit because he was autistic. And then we got to a point where I let him watch. Okay, so again, I didn't have that insight there. I thought it would be, I did what I thought was best, which means stand there, see what happens to this one. This person doesn't die, doesn't bleed, is okay. And they were prepped before the time. You better keep your smiley face on and you better keep your smiley face on. Doesn't matter what happens. He doesn't need to know you're hurting. So, And so my husband went in the chair and I said to him, see, all is good. And they're cleaning and da-da-da-da. And then the next one went in, Jessica, and see, it's all okay, whatever. When he went to lie down, he lied down and he was clutching his pearls. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, is this the man at its core? If he feels endangered, that's what he's going to protect. Listen, it was funny on the one hand. On the other hand, I said, I took one of his hands and I said, I'll stand here with you. I'll hold your hand. All is okay. It's okay. Yeah. So I just talk him through it. And then as they do it, and then I say, you can say, if anything is sore, you can say, or whatever you can say. You can say something. You don't have to lie there like whatever. You can say. And then, but he understands then. But I tell you that, Juanita, exactly that. Let me just quickly wait. And there she said hello. And then she said, Miguel, how you doing? Welcome back. Hello, Jane. Let me just, this machine is slow, man. Come on. Click. I've clicked. Click again.
So Jane's, Jane is saying, hello, she's on her way to the doctors, the never-ending story.
Yeah, there you go. That was good.
For me, my normal sleep is 4 to 5 hours, not good sleep. So everything over that is bonus. Ooh. Wow. Hello, Marsha Lee. How you doing, my sweetheart? Good morning, morning.
Hello.
Hello, Crochet with Lulu. Hello, my sweetheart. That's another Lulu. That's not Lulu's Treasure Trove, Cindy with an S. That's another Lulu. Hello, my sweetheart. In Connecticut today, 50. Feels like 47. Oh, yes. First time I drove in the UK, we came towards a roundabout and I asked my husband where to do. He said, we need the exit on the right. So I turned right. Whoop.
Oh. Yes.
I have that nightmare. My son, he was once sedated twice because the first dose wasn't enough. Then he wasn't waking up. They told me out of the room. It was so scary. Oh my word, I tell you. But I think the first time this was a young anesthetist that came the first time. And I think he was a little bit scared because Jonathan, he's not a very big man, and my son is not a very small boy.
Okay.
He's not fat, he's just tall. And so he asked, and of course, you know, and it is like this. One doesn't want it to be like this, but I remember once meeting another mom. This was after my son was diagnosed. I met another mom with a son with autism, but this boy was grown up. I think he was 18. And so he would walk behind his mom and he would let's say his left hand on her shoulder.
Wow.
That's how she knows where he is. She knows it on my left hand. He's not gone off. But I literally sat in that room and I had fear in my heart because I thought, you don't know what he is capable of, and you don't know how he thinks, even though I've had training and whatever. And then she's like, okay, sit down. I'm coming back now. And I'm like, what? You're leaving me here with him? What are you doing? So, and I thought to myself, I don't want, well, you can't help it, but I didn't want when my son grows up that people should be afraid of him, you know, because you know what would trigger him, but he is so passive. He wouldn't hurt someone. It's just, And for you to hurt him, you would really have to physically push him in a corner. Really, that's how passive he is. You took away 6 friends of mine. Hey, mana. Flower Ashley, how are you doing?
Hey, Ashley.
Sorry, Poppy, say that again. Sorry, Poppy.
I said I'll be back tomorrow. I get that quite regularly where I'll drop 6, 8, 10 people. And then they come back.
Yes.
YouTube just puts them back on and goes, oh, okay, they did actually watch you then.
I actually had videos. You know, when you check a video, say a week later, and they show you if you have in your analytics, maybe you gained 3 subscribers or 10, or you lost a subscriber due to this video. They tell you that. And I had to put out a video, and then it says -1, and I'm like, really? You disliked it so much?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
I'm getting told that I've got more people that are not subscribed watching my videos.
Yeah, that's
they're actually subscribed.
Yes.
Like you got like half of my videos don't even get to 100 views, so it's quite easy to do the math. But it's like 60, 70, 80% are new viewers. Unsubscribed new viewers.
Right.
And I've started getting a lot of attention on a video. That? Sorry, that was in my studio.
Unsubscribing new viewers. Chrissy, you're back into your channel. That's about time. Goodness me. It was supposed to be the song Never Ending Story.
Sorry. I don't remember that one.
I don't know that song. Hello, Sandrine. How are you doing?
Yep.
No. Where do you see that? Poppy, what you were saying now? I was trying to. Sorry, sometimes I talk over you, so forgive me there. You were saying. You just explain that again to me.
I found it in my channel. It's in my analytics. I'm just trying to find it now. Where's it gone?
Really? I just visited my PO box for the first time in 2 months and found the kindest package from you. Hey.
You're welcome.
Dinky Jen. Thank you so much. Hey, Sunflower, my sweetheart.
Yeah, I know you know, she's been going through it. It's hard to get there. I just got a PO box, too, and it's weird. I've never had one in my life, until now.
Right. So I'm gonna have to get back to you on that because my brain's shutting down.
No worries.
Push. Yeah. And I will
no worries.
Shortly. Hubby's just walked through the door, so we need to work out what's going on with the car that went kaput.
Oh, okay.
So good luck. I will see you shortly.
Good luck.
Okay, my sweetie. No worries. There you go.
Yeah,
she says
it's under.
Ashley.
Yeah, it's under content. Ursula, it's under content, and you can sort. Well, actually, on the dashboard, I'll see if I can pull it up. But on the dashboard, it tells you how many new viewers you have, and then when you go to the video section, it'll tell you how many viewers came back. like in, you know, of those new people that were watching your channel. And like for me, like they don't come back.
Oh, you mean people that subscribed and unsubscribed and then subscribed again?
No. So there's two things going on in there. So it'll tell you how many new viewers came to your channel. Just as a broad one, you know, if you go, like, I think it's in the dashboard. And then if you go into the content area, you can look at each individual video and it'll tell you how many people subscribed or unsubscribed or whatever based on each video. And so it's, so yes, those are always interesting to watch. Yes.
That's what I was saying. I was thinking to myself, what? This video, because of this video, there was an unsubscribe. I'm like, really? You disliked it that much? Hi, Nisi, how are you? Sunflower actually is asking. Rita is saying hello to Sabrina and Amanda. Kelly is good at explaining whitey, says Miguel. Hey, but that's good, man. Because I don't think everybody is, and I'm definitely not one of those who's good at explaining, because you've got to have a real good understanding before you can explain it. If you can't understand it, how can you explain it? Kelly, I'm subscribed to you. I'm not sure. If not, please drop your link.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
All right.
I'm simply going to start over on this thing because this is just a
Are you really
over? I do not give up. Sorry to say.
I see you're serious about this. This is serious. Make sure.
No. I just, in general, if I have put the time in to crochet something and it's wrong, I will redo it, because this, the colors of this cushion is beautiful. It matches the bedroom, everything.
Yes.
All I need is love.
Love.
Rita, you've got to put OMGrannySquare. Please, all the members of this channel, please remember that Friday, normal time, we will have a live stream for the members only. So I don't understand YT. Laugh out loud. I just post videos and watch others. Okay. Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of mine is simply posting content. Even if someone unsubscribes, to me, it's about posting content that I want there and that I would watch. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, says Nisi? You've been on my mind, Ashley. Oh, she's been on my mind too. We want to know how you're doing. Rita, I fell in love with your Paris bag. Oh, Rita does beautiful stuff. Me too, Mikael, says Nisi. There you go. It needs to be only the word.
Yep.
I find it confusing at times. Me too. Could you please give me a quick idea how you made your top? I like it. I've got a tutorial on my channel with this top.
Yes.
What's the name? It's under wearables.
Is that the summer
with
one?
A spaghetti top.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You had one. You had one that was called the summer. Is that the summer top?
This is probably summer. Okay, let's see. This is
top,
a spaghetti top over a pair of pants that goes up to below the knee. That's very light. You can, it's not like, when you sit, I don't know, if you sit in jeans, it's not so comfortable, but this is nice and soft. And then this has those, man, I don't have a step I can go onto now. Let's see if you can see.
It's got fringes
over my waist.
Oh, fringe.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got a fringe.
Yes.
At the bottom. What, like so. No, it's got a fringe at the bottom.
Fancy.
And yeah, so it's quite comfortable. I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm very comfortable. And it's open air, everything, but everything's closed. You can see under the arms. It's not too far open. Not too far open. Everything is lock, stock, barrel.
Everything is covered.
Yes.
And she pulled me up just as I pulled the funny face there.
Oh. There we go.
All sorted.
Feeling okay today. Thank you, Dinky Jen. I'm so glad you are. You stay on our prayer list. For those of you who are not connected to Sunflower Ashley, and you want to, I mean, she is such a good supporter of this community and a generous person and a good friend to all of us. And, you know, she always does so much for us. So if we could run her playlist while she is fighting this cancer battle and not being able to post, you know, it would be so much appreciated. There you go. Sunflower, you can just type OMGrannySquare to share yourself out and we just run your playlist. Oh, I tell you what, I did tell you guys, was it Friday? I had a 90-something playlist running. And I'd happened to manage to say in some of the playlists videos that I was actually watching with my eyeballs. I'm watching the replay. But obviously overnight, I let it play. And then the next day I'm sitting watching and some I can say, and then I pressed the wrong button. I just pressed that little X. And there goes the whole playlist. No,
do you not have the ability to save that so that you can retrieve the playlist and then just look down the list to see which one's got the red line, the played through red line, and just start it again?
It wasn't like a play. I just, you know, add to queue, add to queue, add to queue. That's what I did with like 90+ videos. And then I just, of everybody that I'm subscribed to, if they've had new videos or replays or live streams, I would just watch it. Hello, Mary King. Drinking coffee, crocheting doll clothes. Hey, Elaine.
In there.
Elaine, you should really visit us more often on here, hey? When there's nobody at home and they've all gone to work.
Yes.
Beautiful. Rita, yes, perfect reason to make it for. She's a sweetie. And thank you. Also, Nisi says Sunflower Ashley. There you go. Sabrina, yes, as soon as I got the fabric, it was Sparkles fabric. Oh, Rita. I saw that. I think I saw that. See, that was one of the videos because I did see some of Rita's videos. I may not need to try. I may need to try to make one. I haven't made a wearable yet. All my wearables.
Patterns. Ursula's patterns are so easy to follow when it comes to wearables.
They are.
Definitely give it a go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just all my wearables are under wearables. I've got one playlist that says wearables. If it's whether it's gloves or hat, anything that you can wear on your body, that'll be under the wearables.
Yep.
Hello, Kerry. That's what I need done with the spray on fit. I'm what, Libelle? I'm in the stage of life of comfortable. Thank you for showing it. I'll look this up. Yes, I had made some winter and summer ones, and I've got another one that has just one square, the size of one square, a sleeve, just a little bit. But today's hot, guys. Today's hot. There you go, Kerry. Hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing?
I've got my photos on here.
She shared herself out. If you want to watch her playlist, you're welcome. Let me see. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, everybody saying hello. Aiden said good morning. Oh, good morning, all Aiden. Hello.
Hello.
There you go. Thank you, Kelly, for dropping her link. There you go. Yes, sweetie, you need to be here. Join us. We are talking about Sparkle's back pain in pink, backpack in pink and white fabric that are Paris themed. I watched some of your videos, Rita, and I thought, oh, that's very nice. Never got to leave a comment. It was part of that 90-something videos.
Oh no.
Be right back. I just found out my lumbar epidural will be done without anesthesia. Oh no, thank you. That's like
you've got this, Jane. You've got it.
Tell them you are not a Marine. What do you call these guys? These stuff. Yeah, tell them I'm not a Marine.
Not the SAS.
Yes.
No, she's a woman. We're strong.
We're strong, but like, you know, sometimes you need a little help.
I have the heating on. This was the coldest summer and autumn I have ever experienced since I moved to the UK in 2000.
Wow.
Oh, you moved to the UK in 2000, so you're 23. You're ending 23 years there. Wow.
Yeah. It's been really awkward weather here for most parts here in the UK. We've had a lot more rain than normal, a lot more overcast days. we had 2 weeks of summer in September.
That's it? Oh, my.
September's not meant to be summer. It's meant to be going into autumn.
There's no summer for you.
We had a couple of weeks where we had at least 3 to 4 days in each where it was over 30.
Oh.
And for us, that's good.
Okay.
I think we had a couple in April as well, like a week in April that was stupidly hotter than normal. I think it got to about 26.
Wow.
In my head, anything above 18 is weather for shorts.
Wow.
Which really confuses my mother-in-law when I go over to Australia. I've been over
me too.
Yeah, but I've been over walking around in Australia in a pair of shorts in the winter because it's 18 degrees.
Because it's warm.
And they all look at me like I'm a complete and raving lunatic. And I'm like, but it's 18 degrees. It's actually warmer here than what it was in the UK when I left and it was summer.
Right.
I've got off the plane before now, run outside, jumped in the swimming pool, and it was winter over there.
Wow.
But again, the temperature was still higher than what it was in the UK before I left.
Yep.
See, that is us, 82 or 28 Celsius.
Okay.
That wind that they're talking about there is a hot wind. Humidity is 36, but the wind that comes, that's why I've closed everything. Only the fans are running. Because I'm not opening the windows because air outside is much hotter than inside.
Okay.
Technically, I live in the UK since we got married in 87. That is when I moved into MOD accommodation, was under British jurisdiction and started to get totally British. Get totally British. We have Storm Babette coming this week, bringing rain and strong winds. Just no flooding, please. I remember the time when I didn't know Linda for a very long time. And then she was telling us about this terrible storm you guys had. So many houses around her was flooded. I still remember that. I don't know if she came onto my live and she said, guys, just pray because, the water is coming, and I'm like, it's going to come into my house, and they can't stop it. And
I live close to where 2 rivers join, one that comes from Wales. And we all know Wales is wet. So we've got these 2 rivers that combine in a beautiful medieval town called Tewkesbury. Now, back in 2007, so it was before I moved into like the Gloucestershire area, they had a flood, and the whole of Tewkesbury was pretty much underwater. And now every year on British news, 9 out of 10 times, you will see Tewkesbury being flooded because they're flooded pretty much every year.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lydia. Is that?
And of course, I happen to live close by.
You say Tewkesbury. Poppy says Tewkesbury. I'm like, Tewkesbury. I bet it's spelled a lot different than it sounds.
It does.
Because
okay, so Tewkesbury, you want me to spell it?
Say that name.
Gloucestershire.
Say that name.
Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire.
So it's not
Gloucestershire. It's what I would say.
Hold on, I know exactly where you were coming with that one, and that is Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Not Worcestershire, or however you pronounce the sauce, it's Worcestershire sauce.
Right.
And every time you guys say it, I sit here rocking because then I will automatically pick it up and go, does anyone want some Worcestershire sauce? Yeah, I can't pronounce it after I've listened to Americans say it for a couple of times. I'm like,
it's terrible. Yeah, we kill it.
Yeah. How do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce that?
Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Poor Ursula.
Just go right over everything. Just pick up a few of those letters and they move on. It feels like that's what they're doing. Just Kelly, the British. They just take a few of those letters and all right, we don't need them all, but you need to write them all.
No, we like
otherwise
to
it won't reach
me. Because of course our language was written by idiots that don't know how to sound out words.
That is interesting.
You got to remember, I'm dyslexic, so I'm used to spelling words as well. So when I see it, it doesn't always work. That's whole.
Okay. Oh, Ursula, can you solo me for a second? I found this at the flea market, and I forgot
yes.
I wasn't really around when this happened, but this is a flood. We had a flood in 1972 in Pennsylvania, and this is like somebody documented it. But I'll just show you. This is Harrisburg. Wow. This is Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and this is all water. I don't know if you can see that.
That is pretty much what Tewkesbury looks like.
Yeah, and I said, "Wow, that's kind of crazy." But so you were talking about flooding. Let me see. I'll show you one more. This one here. See this? That's the road sign over there.
Oh yes.
See that? Yeah. So this is all, you know. Wow. I forget which storm that was. I think it was Agnes or something. Hurricane Agnes. I think it was Agnes. Got people, and you know, and then they're rescuing people in the boats here.
Yeah.
Harrisburg is on a river, and the river's really.
And they're rowing.
Yeah, and they're rowing people out. Wow. So anyway, but you were talking about flooding, and that's kind of what I thought about this. I said, wow, see, I wasn't around in this area, so I didn't know that any. Oh, I'll show you one more. This is the last one I'll show you. But see this one here. This is somebody's house, and they're getting them out.
Woo. Yeah, so it's already past the first floor window. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's was a crazy storm, but somebody documented. It's in black and white, unfortunately, but they documented that flood, and it was huge. Yeah, I just remember. But anyway,
you watch a black and white television because that's what our first telly was.
Oh yeah,
black and white. If you watch it, you really get used to it. I mean, you don't need all that color.
You don't notice it's black and white anymore. You end up adding colors in because of the different shades.
Yes, you're just so used to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There, Lysander and leading our other grade one. I had it pronounced as Lee.
Right. Shall I take over on this one? Do you want me to take over, darling?
Sure.
Yes, right. Do that.
Ready? Leicester and Reading are other great ones. I've heard it pronounced Leicestershire.
Yes.
And a Reading as in reading.
Yes.
So instead of hearing Leicestershire, it's Leicester. That was it. Ooh. Sorry, Leicester. And instead of Reading, it's even reading. I'm getting confused.
You got it backwards.
Yeah.
Instead of Reading, it's reading. Why would it be reading?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we have that here in Pennsylvania. We have Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get that 45. Wrong. They'll go Reading, and I'm like, no, it's Reading.
Yeah, but then there are also other places. I can't think of them off the top of my head at the moment, but there are also other places that in America it is technically pronounced differently to how the people in the UK say it as well.
I have a few. Okay, well, this one is French, but Versailles. People in Pennsylvania call it Versailles. Which is terrible.
Well,
but Versailles.
People of Tewkesbury don't call it Tewkesbury. We call it Twinklesbury.
Twinklesbury. Okay, see that actually makes sense. But
my
not Versailles.
Oh my
God, French. That's butchering the French. That's what people do here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes it's pronounced as French, or sometimes like you had that. What was that thing that you guys had? That Detroit. So that's you say every thing in that word, Detroit.
That's correct. Yep.
I mean, if you say it the way they say it in French, it's like Detroit.
Something like that. Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Probably will know that we do that on purpose to figure out the enemies. Ooh,
yeah.
Oh, Leicester and Reading. Hey.
Yep.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna have my morning break outside. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh,
yes. Isn't that terrible?
Someone else needs to read that.
I can attempt it, but I can't do French. Le Place?
Is it Le Palais de Versailles?
Yeah, you got it.
Is my home city.
It's in my home city. Oh my goodness. Norfolk.
Yeah, well, so Versailles. That's what these people call it in Pennsylvania.
Oh my word.
You want to kill them. I know. I do. It's terrible.
Right. So it said Norfolk, but some say Norfolk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Norfolk.
Yep.
Or Norfolk. I can't even think of the last one.
Yes.
You got me on that one, girl.
Okay, you lived in Versailles. Was it North Versailles or just Versailles? You got to tell me, Tammy.
Over 15 years.
That's pretty cool.
You pronounce it properly. Oh, wow.
Okay. Cool.
Righty.
Yes.
Yes, Kelly. There you go, says Sabrina. Sabrina has the most beautiful French accent. Monica, laugh out loud. Yes,
like a minute. Like a
So
minute.
she says Norfolk.
About it.
So
You also have traps with emphasizing syllables.
Oh.
An enemy would Newcastle, where us in Gordyland called it Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Got it.
rightio. Oh, my goodness.
I overpronounce the new.
Yes.
As it said locally, you overpronounce the castle section.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
We used to get Tewkesbury to actually be able to say Tewkesbury.
Tewkesbury.
Half the time no, not Tewks,
Tewkesbury.
Tewkesbury. So it took me years to learn to say that, which is why I always used to call it by the lovable term of Twinklesbury, because to me it was easier. It's just the same as Tewkesbury. About 5-10 minutes drive from Tewkesbury. We've got Twinings, which is where the tea comes from.
Oh yeah, the tea.
Yeah, so
yes, that's the only thing I know about Twinings is the tea, because we've got the tea.
Yes.
I'm back. I went out to give the chickens cut up tomatoes and cucumbers. Ooh, now where's the feta cheese and the salad drressing?
It sounds really good.
That'll be good for me too.
Right now.
It's not good.
Olives.
It's wait. I'm going to get to that, LaBelle. She says, I joke that the town Paris, Texas is set. What?
Paris?
No.
Paris.
France.
And Paris.
Paris.
In France, it's Paris.
Paris.
Paris. Okay, so say that. How do you say that, Poppy?
Oh.
It's not Geordieland. It's the.
I don't know.
That is. Woo.
Yeah, that one.
Write it out phonetically. My daughter lives in Newcastle.
Yeah,
she lives in Newcastle. Not in Newcastle. In Newcastle. Dukes, as in Duke. Laugh out loud. Hey, you guys.
Wow.
I want to see what you make. We have a lot of things here that is in England, like a Goodwood. We have. What are the other? We have. What is the other one? Oh, I had. Oh man, there was quite a few that you have. Surrey, we have.
Oh, Surrey.
We have a Devon.
I'll think of a few.
Oh, we have a Devon.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, the reason behind some of the names being the same is where back hundreds of years ago, people jumped on boats and moved over to other countries, whichever method it was. They went over to other countries. So you'd have a whole family group on the boat, or sometimes part of a town would be on one boat that would go from the UK so to the Americas. Yep. And when they landed, that new town they created, they named after their old town.
They did, yep.
Yes.
So that's why
we were a colony.
And then
we used to be a British colony.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of I mean, obviously when you have a colony, there's a lot of that here.
Right.
Lydia says, hello everyone, said hi, and I missed anybody that she missed. How are you doing, Lydia? Colonialism, says Kaylin. Yes, that's what we were. I live in Gateshead, which is pronounced Gateshead.
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 Right, she lives in Gateshead, which is pronounced short.
I tell you what, it's a difficult thing. It's easier to live where we are. We just say it as it is.
But then if you start, Ursula, if you started putting local town names up and then getting me or Kelly to try and pronounce some of them, we would have no chance.
Yes.
It really is a case of what we love.
It would be a little harder.
Only if it's an Afrikaans name, probably, but it would be very close, because Afrikaans you pronounce as it is, as it's written. There's no hidden agenda there. If you want someone to have a long E, you put only one consonant after the E. If you want it to be a short E, you put two consonants after.
I would get confused.
Easy rule.
All right.
So
confused.
if you want it to be something like, you want to say you want to say in English, say the word legs, Biene. B-E-N-E. So there's only one N because you want the first E to be bien. It's legs. But if you want it short, you put B-E-N-N-E because then it's bene.
Yes.
See?
So hold on. Leg is bena.
Legs, plural.
Legs
is B-E-N-E.
Oh, B-E-N-E.
B-E-N-E.
Which is, but now that E before the N becomes long, bienne, because there's only one N. But if you wanted it to be not yeah, but you just put two N's. So that's with everything more or less the same. You just double up on your consonants if you want it to be short. And you leave one out, then it's long. That's why you get Afrikaans words that's like half the line on a typed page. Half the line is one word, because the rule is that if
a really cool one.
No, the rules are very easy. If you can pronounce it and it doesn't affect pronunciation, you can put it together. I remember there was a guy I worked with. He was a Canadian, spoke French, and he used to say, he used to read the Afrikaans words, and he says, "Look at this Afrikaans word. It's." Now he's got an A4 page type. He says, "It's half the line. It's one word. How's that possible?" I said, well, if it doesn't affect a pronunciation, you can put them together. But if it affects pronunciation and there's a chance you may mispronounce it, then they chop it up. So, there's only a few rules in Afrikaans. Just getting up now, I need to get ready for work. Oh, yes, my sweetheart. And just good morning, Lydia, and everyone that I missed. Have a great day. Everyone says, Nisi, take time to take little man to school and make me to work. Ooh, lovely. Nice. There you go. Let's see. The town is, okay, I would have said Mexia, but you say, pronounced Mejia. Oh, right. Even like
Spanish.
Texas is Taha. Texas is Taha in Spanish. Is it in Spanish or in Mexican? Taha. I know that because I watched a movie where that Benicio, Benicio, what's his? I love that.
Del Toro.
Oh my God, throb, man. He is like. I was watching a movie with us, but I said, look at the droopy eyelids. Oh, I love it. The hooded eyes. Oh.
Okay. I'm going to say one thing in a minute. I've got a comment coming up. I cannot pronounce this.
I see here. I have to laugh at the Hanoi announcements on the train at my local areas. Like, Hessel is said Hessel and wrestle is correct. But when you get to the phone map, talking Hedon is said Hedon. Laughable. Hey, it's laughable because you guys know the right pronunciation. No. There we go. There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
I can't physically say that one, but that doesn't start with an L sound. It starts with a k.
Oh no.
So k.
Wow.
But it's said with an, I think it's called yeah. So it's
because we have something that we call Lindutno, but it's L-L-A-N-D-U-D-N-O.
That's Llandudno is also in Scotland, I believe. I might have got that wrong. It might be Welsh.
Lots of Welsh must have disliked the very idea of spelling.
They confused the English.
They say, okay, there's so many letters, but let's not use all of them. Let's just take a few and then scramble them up. You made extras. Okay, let's put them, and they're all the same. Okay, let's put them, and then, well, that's a word now. Now pronounce it. Wow. So it's this how you pronounce it, but right.
And what I've just written there is the abbreviation.
What?
That's the abbreviation.
Wow.
Let's just not go there.
That's a lot.
I did think it didn't look quite correct when I typed it down. But that's what you actually see on the signs, because they cannot fit the whole one on. And I've got the full copy here. I've just got to try and copy it off the link. Right.
It's crazy.
So I can say the last
bit,
but I can't say the whole of it.
That's a lot.
I haven't even shown it to you.
That's a lot.
Is that Mulford? How do you say that?
Mulford?
Mulford.
Yeah, Mulford.
Okay.
She's not morning on the London Underground. Really posh, soft voice saying, mind the gap. Using the metro in Newcastle, I think the warning should be, watch your step, man. That is funny.
Wow.
You guys, listen, in about half an hour, we're going to head out of here now. We will be heading over to Kelly. Just continue for an hour, and then there we go. So I want to say thank you to all that have joined us today. It's been fun and games. We've learned a few new words. I can get, for next time, I'll have some Afrikaans. For next Monday, I'll have some Afrikaans terms that you pronounce for us. And you'll do very well. I'm sure you'll get to your destination.
We'll see.
No chance.
We'll see what happens.
That's for you. And you know where I know that from, Miguel? Again, Equalizer 2. Equalizer 2. He's making a pot of pollo. Most of the stuff I learned from movies, because I don't have friends that talk like that.
Yes.
Jennifer, and it should be. Okay, so we're going to play out with the square squad.
Pop the Welsh name up just for a millisecond, just for a few moments, the long version. I posted it in the chat.
Oh, let me see.
It's just above Dinky Jennifer's last comment on our screen.
Is that the whole one?
That's the whole bit, and it ends in go go go. That's it. That's the end of it.
Can you say that? Can you pronounce that? Can you pronounce that?
No, not the whole thing.
That's terrible.
But the last bit is go go go.
Okay,
now that makes sense. The last part.
Go go go. That means I give up. Go go go.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it sounds like. I give up. Go go go. Stop me from being in the kitchen, giving my husband a chance to do so. You must not rob him of an opportunity.
You got to be nice.
Love.
Yeah.
That's how you should think about it.
Yes.
See?
Oh, dear.
That's not even the place. That's only the train station. Oh, my word. No,
that is
thank
terrible.
you.
Oh.
No, thank you. Okay, guys, we're going to play out with the square squad. No, man, I first want to say goodbye. I didn't mean to click on it. Say goodbye. Your way. Sorry. Your way.
Hello.
Bye, all you lovelies. See you in half an hour up here. I'm first going to grab something to eat and drink.